Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listen to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. If you want to get the live notifications when we actually go live, feel free to click the notification bell twice. And as well, if you would like to reach out for a consultation, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. Look forward to hearing from you. This is definitely one of those episodes that we've just keep going over high level of redundancy with people that reach out to the vault. And so this particular episode is here to set the record straight and to give some clarity on the subject matter of what a beneficiary is. A bunch of people in the training, a bunch of people that have come into the training have asked about this question. Oh, should I be the beneficiary? Am I they mix up beneficial owner, they mix up owner, and so in turn we have to share what that's the liable position. These are questions that you have to ask yourself when you're out here purchasing these trusts from these people, and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna make your kids the beneficiary." Well, if your children are the beneficiary, are they liable at one point? Oh, I have this type of trust and that type of trust, and I have more than one trust, and I created my own trust, so my children are my beneficiaries. So, in turn, we see a high level of inconsistency in the education and as well in the information. And it's really simple. Inside of our environment, you continuously hear that families in our environment do not give money directly to their children. So, why is it that people that are not in the vault, that stay there going private, and they're not say that they have beneficiaries, their children are being beneficiaries just because they're coming from whether we call it ignorant or beginner level information. It's just what it is. It is what it is. So no beneficiary obviously is better than you being the beneficiary or you being the owner. And so doing this episode, we wanted to share with the listener that if you're the beneficiary, there is a convolution and questions that can be asked. Well, are you the owner? In turn, there are people in the public that the question is well, since I'm the owner, does that mean I'm the beneficiary? And sure, we could hear a cross argument that, oh, well, because I'm the owner, how am I beneficial? How am I the beneficiary if I'm the owner? You're the beneficiary when you're a beneficiary when you actually take a salary. Whoever's getting checks cut, them is the beneficiary. You might as well call yourself an employee. That's what you are. You're receiving benefits from the company. You're receiving finance from the company. So in turn, you're benefiting from it. So in turn, it's the beneficiary, whether it's the owner technically on paper or not. This is where there can be a cross contamination or confusion laid out for the entrepreneur that's looking to get in trusteeship because they say, well, who's going to own the company now? And how am I still going to benefit? That's the question that they ask. And the question that really it comes down to is, do you want to be held liable? Do you want to be the owner of this situation still? Because if you don't want to be the owner, you don't need to pull a salary down. And that doesn't mean that the company car is going to drive itself. That doesn't mean that the company car is going to be driving around because the document's driving it around. No, the company has the car, and in turn, you're just not the beneficiary. It's the same thing with real estate and property and otherwise. And so, this isn't financial advice or legal advice. It's the straight up information, accurate information that we give to you so you can go cross reference it to who? Other people. The people that are sitting in the public. The the so-called gurus. They telling you, these guys over here are telling you to be the owner. They telling you to take down a salary. Oh, you can make six figures doing this. They're always putting it back on you because they don't know how to operate in the private. Because in the private, it's not about you. It's about the last name, not about the first name. It's about the family estate. It's not about you. You're not the beneficiary. You're the trustee. There's a difference. You're not the beneficiary. You're the manager that's in charge right now of the assets. You're the asset manager. No beneficiary. Beneficial owner is the liability. You're liable. That's simple. No beneficiary. Oh, well, I'm gonna make my children the beneficiary because I don't know how to set that up properly. Here you go. This is what they say, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to set. I don't know why will my children not be the beneficiary. This is what they asked of all. Why would my children not be the beneficiary? Because they're going to be liable when they get a distribution, right? Beneficiaries are liable to report, right? How are you giving them the distribution? Is it cap? Is it fiat currency? For everybody that talks that stuff, are they doing crypto distributions right now? No, because they're invested. So they're not liquid. They're invested. They're not able to sell off the position. And maybe they are able to sell off the position, but most people in the crypto positions, we don't really see them selling off their positions right now. Most of them are in a position that they're just going to keep the position going and they're going to ride it out as long as they can. So they're the beneficiary. They're not really even in control of it. Because if they were in control of it, they wouldn't be putting themselves in a position where they're going to be liable when they start losing. So you don't need to lose. You can just keep scraping off profits. But they don't understand certain specific strategies that are utilized by sophisticated investors. What it comes down to is, oh, well, I'm just going to go in here to the market and ride it to the moon. This is beneficiary mentality. Oh, I'm going to sit around and wait for the benefits to come. People say, oh man, well, what about the government trust Christian Vote? The government created a trust, so aren't I supposed to be the beneficiary and benefit? Then we had a trustee or someone reach out to us. So, and many times, ladies and gentlemen, many times they say, well, I'm going to appoint the judge, the trustee. So you're going to, and so what are you? You're the beneficiary or the trustee? And then you're gonna appoint someone else to vote you out. You're gonna appoint someone else to make a decision that you don't approve of. But oh, I'm gonna appoint it. It sounded good over the internet. Sound bite. What did it say? I'm gonna appoint the judge, the trustee. Actually, you should literally do an episode called "I'm gonna appoint the judge, the trustee." What kind of nonsense is that? Oh, trust Christian vote. That's what you mean. I gotta appoint the judge, the trustee over my government trust. Over your government trust? Oh, I'm the beneficiary of the government trust. So you think the judge, who's not going to pay the debt, that's not going to pay for anything, is going to rule in your favor as the beneficiary? If they did, everybody would appoint the judge the trustee. Why would you appoint the judge somebody that's trying to extract capital? Come on now. Oh, I'm trying to extract capital out of a debt instrument. It's a debt instrument. Let's have these conversations. Oh man, where you been, Trust Christian? We've been waiting for you. Because the nonsense has come back out. Because they listen to these internet gurus. When they really internet goofballs. Oh man, I'm going to appoint the judge, the trustee. Who's the grantor? Well, my parents, they put me into a Social Security and a birth certificate. I'm going to get my birth certificate authenticated. Then I'm going to put it in my trust. I'm going to get a debt instrument and put it in an asset holding vehicle. Because I know I'm going to incur some more debt, Trust Christian involved. What you mean? I'm a liable person because I'm still the owner. Because if I'm not in a liable position, what position am I in? You're in the position you were supposed to be in the entire time, and the position you were really in the entire time. It's called private. You weren't in the public. Humans aren't in commerce. But trustees and people come to us all the time. Well, Trust Christian Vote, I thought I was the beneficiary. I thought I was supposed to, receive something from the government for free? You got to stand on your own 10 toes. It's no more beneficiary mentality. Here we go. You cannot be an effective trustee if you're trying to be the beneficiary of anything. Oh, for real? You want to be the beneficiary, huh? And you want to be the trustee. One of them has a responsibility, the other one doesn't. What is the benefit? But then, when you go into the public system, the beneficiary has the obligation dang near to report. But oh no, Trust Christian Vol, I'm in the public. I'm looking to transition from the private. And so, I don't really know the true rules of the public obligations. But the public obligations come from reading the Social Security Administration Act, the same trust that you're trying to administer and have any dealings in. The vehicle was set up for a debt instrument. Oh man. So what you saying? I'm supposed to go find something else to do? I'm supposed to go find. I'm supposed to go. Really supposed to go create your own. You're supposed to go start your own. Supposed to enroll in Trustee Training. Christian@trustchristian.com. That's the email. Christian@trustchristian.com. That's where you enroll. You're enrolling. You invest in your private education so you can implement the accurate private information. It's that simple. People come to us all the time. Oh man, I'm the beneficiary. Well, hold on. I'm not supposed to be the beneficiary. Hold on. What'd you do? Did you create the trust? You're the trustee of the trust? Oh no, the government created this trust without my permission. So I was the grantor. They became the trustee. So the judge and the government's the trustee. So they're administering your estate. So why would you still appoint them the trustee? Oh, because I don't really know. I'm a minor. So I'm gonna be the beneficiary, see if I can get something out the government, see if I could discharge a few debts when they send me some debts my way, because that's my job. My job is to discharge the debts. So if your job is to discharge the debts, how you gonna do that as the beneficiary? Have you separated your living mind right now from the social security number, which is a instrument? Because what they say is they say my social security number. They say my trust. That's what they say. And in turn, you're liable. That's how it works. So we appreciate everybody for reaching out. Christian@trustchristian.com throughout the years, and the people that continuously reach out, or the most recent reach outs. We definitely appreciate you all. This is one of those episodes for anybody that wants to talk about being a beneficiary and have a beneficiary thought process. There's a thought process that comes with a beneficiary, and it isn't responsible. We could almost call them a dependent, which means they're liable. They're a liability. We appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the Vault. Christian@trustchristian.com. We have our next trustee training webinar coming up on April the 7th. We've actually had quite a few high level of response to the episodes and the webinars. We definitely look forward to this next webinar. This is going to be a blast. It's going to be great educational. If you're looking for accurate information, if you're looking for mentorship and one-on-one coaching and training and trusteeship, feel free to reach out. Christian@trustchristian.com, and a community that goes with it. When you start seeing how many people are on the call, you see how many people are in foundations and trusteeship, it can bring people a little bit more comfort. So we're excited about that. Thankful to provide that. Christian@trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian@trustchristian.com for the next webinar, April the 7th. Otherwise, look forward to hearing from you.